The message from the angels to you is brought to you today by the angel of abundance and tells you, open paths by closing cycles. My beloved, I know that right now there are many things in your life that you are holding on to. You refuse to let go, to close those cycles even though you know perfectly well that it is not the best for you. In this special message that comes with light directly to your being, you must pay attention and open both your mind and your heart to absorb and find the real essence that dwells in you and achieve changes in your life. That is why, staying until the end, you will discover why this message was really for you and how much you needed it. Also, take advantage of the final advice to take your first big step. You are keeping yourself anchored to people, things and situations that are seriously harming you. Today I enlighten you, bless you, and give you all my spiritual support so that you understand that sometimes life puts you in this kind of situation so that you learn to close cycles. It is a lesson that sooner or later you will have to learn. That in order to open new paths, sometimes it is necessary to close doors, to end stages. Not everything has to remain the same forever. The things that hurt you, that make you unhappy, you don't have to allow all that to last longer in time. I know it's hard to look at the horizon and imagine something new. But when you have touched the ground, when you have reached the lowest, it is necessary that you raise your gaze, that you extend it to new horizons and new paths. You do not deserve to be anchored in misery and lack. You deserve a life with abundance manifested. You deserve a life in which abundance is illuminating all aspects. You deserve love, you deserve health, you deserve abundance in all its forms. I know the unknown scares you, it is normal. You are a human being and you are constantly learning. But today I help you overcome that fear to build something better. Always living in what you know doesn't have to be the best. Things that have been the same for many years do not have to be good. The universe is changeable, and there are times when things have to change. There comes a time when you have to decide what parts of your life you want to leave in the past and what parts you want to keep in the present and discover in the future. I want you to understand that your needs change as the years go by. Because you are changing too. Imagine that your life is like the closet in which you keep your clothes. If you had kept the same clothes from when you were just a child, you might find it heartwarming to look at those clothes. Some clothes would bring back good memories, but others would remind you of painful moments. What is certain is that over the years some of those clothes would deteriorate, and many of them would no longer serve you. Because your body would have changed, you would have grown. All that may have been good at the time, but today it may not be so. There are times when you have to look in your closet to realize what does and does not work for you. It's even possible that you still have some clothes in your closet because you liked them, but you don't wear them anymore. Or because what you may have thought was beautiful years ago no longer seems so today. It is necessary to realize that in order to let new things in, you have to make space. You have to let go of what no longer works for you, what no longer serves you. Life is a constant source of change, and whether you like it or not, you are part of those changes. Many times you don't even have control over those changes. But you have to decide what you are going to do in the face of those changes. There are times when things stay the same, and you're still there even if it hurts. But you are not forced to stay there, you have the opportunity to change. You have the opportunity to close cycles, to open new paths, stop living from memories and start living from your dreams. Start living the way you have always wanted to live. Deep down in your soul you know perfectly well that those new paths are there waiting for you. All you need is to close old cycles to find those new ones. The fear of the unknown can be overwhelming. But if you let yourself get carried away by that fear, you will miss the opportunity to heal, to reach your dreams, to be what you always wanted to be. It is time to become aware. To understand that there are stages of your life that are over no matter how hard you try to keep them alive. What is over should be in the past. Instead of devoting your energies to revive those withered plants, devote your energies to preserve what you have. In sowing new hopes, in discovering new paths. If you want to stay in balance, you have to move forward. You have to follow the path indicated by your soul, your inner voice. To open new paths, it is necessary that you set goals, that you commit to yourself. I help you to give shape to those dreams, to improve your life. Dedicate your time to be who you want to be, to connect with your higher self. I know that those cycles you want to close still hurt. Many of them are still hurting you. That is why it is important that you also focus your energies on taking care of yourself, on healing. Connect with your inner strength to regain confidence in yourself. Now and before we continue, I invite you to subscribe and share our channel. Your support helps us to create more valuable content for you. Thank you always. From the connection with your being, you will find the new paths that your soul indicates you. It is no longer time to regret or repent for failures, for mistakes. It is not the time to go around thinking about what you should have done and did not do. Now you have the opportunity to do things differently. Now you are wiser, your conscience is awake. Now you have much more power, now you have a new opportunity. Closing cycles is much easier than you thought. You just need to motivate yourself to take the step. You need to take all your courage and use it in the right way. Hand in hand with your angels, you will find the strength to close those cycles. You will find the necessary energy to embark on a new path. You have been stuck for a long time. It's time to open new paths. It's time to live the life you deserve. Life is made up of cycles that one day begin, develop, but many of them come to an end. To refuse the end of the cycles is like going against the natural movement of the universe. No matter how hard you try, the only thing you will achieve is to waste your energies. All cycles that end make way for new ones. If you feel that new cycles are not opening in your life, it is because you need to close older ones. Everything must be in motion, everything must flow. Recognize that more than once you have clung too tightly to something that was not good for you. You have been used to certain things and now you are afraid to think what a new life will be like, what things will be like from scratch. There is a part of you that refuses to start new things. A part that prefers to stay in a familiar place even if it hurts you a lot. That part is the ego. The ego will flood you with fear and uncertainty so that you don't want to do anything new. The ego will keep you from breaking new ground. That's why you have to fight that part. Because it's time to break new ground, and you don't have to let anyone or anything stop you. Abundance is there, but maybe it is something unknown in some aspects of your life. The ego will tell you to stay in the lack because that's what you already know. And as long as you keep listening to the ego, abundance will slip through your fingers. And I'm not just referring to abundance in economic terms. Abundance is a much higher energy. Abundance is a greater energy that magnifies everything when it touches. You deserve to open new paths of abundance. You have to recognize that the ego tells you to stay there because that's what you know. But perhaps, while you are still stuck there, wonderful opportunities are slipping away from you. To close those cycles, you have to be at peace with the past. You have to be willing to move on without being affected by it. Because new beginnings are not always easy. You have to be ready for a time of transition. And on that road will be your angels. They will support you and give you comfort whenever you need it so you can achieve what you really want. Today, I give you the impulse you need to open roads. Think about the new path you want to walk. In the new cycle you want to open before you. Define it, set your goals. Maybe the new path you want is a path of calm, of tranquility. You want a path of peace of mind and stability. Perhaps it is a path on which you want to live new experiences, or one on which you want to achieve certain goals. Pay attention to all the emotions that arise within you as you visualize these new paths. A part of you will feel emotion. Hold it tightly in your heart because that emotion will be the one that will give you strength. That emotion will attract the right energies and will give you the impulse to open that new path. While you think about this new path, it is necessary that you also think about the things you must leave behind. Maybe you need to let go of fears, or maybe you need to close a stage with someone who is not good for you. Maybe you need to let go of the pain of the past. But whatever it is, you can do it. With love you can do anything. Your angels will be assisting you. Today, I illuminate you with great strength so that you can take the determination to make your way on that new path you want so much. There are those who think that closing a cycle has to be painful, that it has to be a source of suffering. But it doesn't have to be. There are times when closing a cycle means giving thanks for what you have learned, for all the good things you have experienced in that cycle. And it also means recognizing that you are capable of overcoming obstacles, of achieving the life of your dreams. It is time to decide where you are going to invest your energies from now on. It is time to think about yourself and the new paths you need to open. Now I ask you, are you willing to tune your mind to the melody of success and allow prosperity to flow to you? Today, I have left in the description a powerful tool that will help you and bring you closer to your happiness, peace, and tranquility. I invite you to get to know it. Be proactive, and open the doors to a future where success and prosperity are your daily reality. Do not underestimate the power of now. The opportunity you have today to change your life will never present itself in the same way again. Act today, go for the description and create the tomorrow you deserve. Blessings forever.